Hey, it's Pat Prescott. I'm here at the 13th Annual Capitol Jazz SuperCruise with three of the most talented people on the ship. They are incredible. They've sold 25 million records. They
Over.
all over the world. One of the top female singing groups of all time. We got SWV with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Coco, Lily, and Taj with us, and we're just so excited. Man, you all killed last night.
Thank
It
you.
was amazing.
Thank you so much.
And how about the audience response? That was
Oh,
a great
they were so
audience
good.
response.
They were so good. We all was just trying to stay on our feet. The boat was going like this.
Now, this is your first time on Capitol Jazz SuperCruise?
It is.
All right, so
yeah.
I got to hear from each one of you what your experience has been like so far, and what first of all, I think the most knowledgeable, amazing, music-loving audience I've ever seen on this ship. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
It's good. I'm a little sick, so I was supposed to be on vocal rest, but I came out here. I'm having a good time.
Yeah,
I didn't overeat like I thought I was.
it's kind of awesome. What do you think?
I love the whole experience thus far. You know, it amazed me to see how many of us can actually come out and have the money to do something great like this. And you just see a lot of older people and mature people just kind of living their life. And besides that, there's some handsome older men on here. So that made me smile.
There's that too.
Yeah.
I love the maturity. There's so many older women, older men. There's no like craziness. Nobody's walking around naked, making me feel insecure. Everybody's asses is coming up.
You didn't go on the deck, but
Oh no, I ain't been there. Will I
They
feel
were all
insecure
out
or empowered?
Well, your body of work is pretty amazing, and it's why people love you so much. I mean, you know, the time has passed so quickly. I mean, from the beginning, it seems like just yesterday, really, that you all were just
Decades
these
have
little
gone
kids
by.
singing these songs, and the body of work is great, and it's taking you around the world. Has it turned out to be like you expected it to be?
It has. It has in many ways, and it has its downs as well. But in my mind, the ups far outweigh the downs. So it's worth it. It's worth a little bit of struggle to be able to enjoy the luxuries that we've been afforded and to see people singing our music for decades.
That's the beauty. That's the high of it all.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Like today, to still hear people singing our songs, I still bug out when I see certain people singing our songs, and I'm like, okay, like I had no clue that we would still be around at this age, and people young and old will be singing our song and in church.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Look at God.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and when you come to something like this, where you really get an opportunity, you don't usually get to be up close and personal with a lot of your fans. And these are, as you said, mature fans. These are really cool people, you know, who are also respectful and everything.
Yeah.
So you get a chance to get up close and personal with them in a way that you can't do like off of the ship in regular real life. And it means a lot to them, but I would imagine it means a lot to you also to see how much people care.
It does.
You
It
know,
really
and
does.
as you said, the fact that they're singing every word to every song.
Yeah, it really does.
That means that these songs are the soundtrack of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well as ours.
Yeah.
When we heard these songs,
Yeah.
we can relate to them personally, like some of them that we wrote.
Right.
Oh my God.
And he wrote some of the songs listening to our conversation. So yeah.
You know, that's
That
true.
is
And
weird.
you think about the fact that these songs have also have told the story of your lives, the progression of your lives, even up to this point. And I think one of the really unique and special things about you guys is the friendship that you've had, you know, the breaking up and coming back together.
Yeah.
And you've always managed to be your own individual selves as
Yeah.
well as your collective self. Keeping both things. That's important.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very important.
I know it must mean a lot to you.
Oh,
To have been able to do it,
absolutely.
you know, to come out on this side strong and tough.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know if we expected it to happen this way, but we're grateful that it did happen this way.
But you know, I think that watching you is like a lesson for women everywhere about friendship, about real friendship, and seeing it in action. And you guys have been so open and sharing a lot of that too. And friendship is important.
It's so
People
important.
don't know how to be friends. We can and help teach them how to
Friendship
do that.
and respect.
Yeah.
The respect
it's
is the
crazy.
big thing.
Yeah,
you
respect.
need
Yeah.
respect more than you need friendship.
Yeah.
Because with respect,
You can't have
becomes-
friendship without
Yeah,
respect.
it turns into so many other things.
Right.
But there's so much that's valuable too in those long-term friendships because you don't want to throw those things. You know, who else knows everything and can take the shorthand? I don't have to explain everything every
Right,
time.
right.
But
Yeah.
you feel that friendship among you all. How does that manifest itself in your music and in your performances too? You make it look so easy. You belong
It
to
is.
this.
It helps on stage a
It
lot.
is easy because we know each other. Like we can get on stage without rehearsing and just fall
Yeah.
into line just because like that's my sister and I know where we're going. We know what we're gonna do. So we just feeling it.
And what the crazy thing was when we broke up and got back together, how everything just kind of happened like it never left.
It never left.
So that was
Wow.
the beauty of it all, and we know each other's voices. Like we've been together before we was even professionally SWV,
Yeah.
so we know each other so good.
Yeah, it's more than a group. It is a friendship.
Yeah.
It's a sisterhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
It's a
which is a
sisterhood.
very, very cool thing. And as I said before, you have all been able to do your individual things and be your individual self.
Yeah.
For each of you, what is the most important thing about you that you want to always hold on to? You know, aside from being a part of this group.
Ooh.
I think. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I would say, and I'm sure they would agree. You know, I've always been very transparent and relatable. I try to be relatable. Sometimes it's just a little too much for some people. But my whole thing is, you know, I can't be nobody else but who I am. If I'm not for you, then you have two other beautiful women that you can like. But I don't know anything else. So I think what's important for me is for you to see like the person that I really am.
That authenticity.
And authenticity for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, chocolate.
What about you, Chris? What is the one thing about you that you want to hold on to that you think is special and important, aside from being a part of the group, but your unique self is important to you about you?
I gotta think.
She's not gonna think. Hold the mic. To pick the mic up. You said it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I have to
You
think.
can think about it. What,
Yeah.
While she's thinking about it, what are you thinking?
I think for me, it would have to be my integrity and loyalty. That's something I've growing up, I learned to appreciate that so much because I think when you have people that stand by your side, you want to be able to trust them. You want to be able to believe in them. You want to be able to go in the fire with them. And I'm there. If you got my trust and my integrity, you don't have to ever look over your shoulder. You know I'll be there.
Yeah.
See, that scares me. Because loyalty has let me down a lot.
Well, then they're not loyal.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I'm a little bit more guarded when it comes to that.
I'm very guarded. I don't know. I just make the wrong choices in friends, but I think I've learned to be just to be more secure within myself.
Yeah.
I've been very insecure, and
That's a
I
good
will
one.
hide behind, I guess, my attitude, just projecting being very mean girl. But it was my insecurity, and I think just growing up and just these days I'm learning to be secure with who I am, and I don't have to be mean.
Exactly.
You know?
And who you are is okay.
It really
That's
is
enough,
okay.
and that is
You're gonna
just
take
cool.
it, you're gonna leave it.
Yeah.
I like that.
All of
Look
that,
at
though, I guess,
God.
is just part of that journey, of,
Yeah.
of becoming
Maturity.
who we have
Yeah.
become.
You just have to learn yourself, and that's where I am. I'm gonna be 50. I'm still learning who I am, but I'm enjoying it. And I'm liking this girl.
Well, we're enjoying it too, and we enjoy that you guys let us in, and let us know who you are and feel that, because there is so much that is so relatable, really, about all three of you as individuals, and it's about all of you together. And I wanted to mention, I know you all have other projects and stuff that you're working on. Anything in particular you want to talk about? A lot of people have been talking about your book, Lily.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I wrote a book called I Regret the Day I Lost My Virginity. And it basically chronicles a lot of things that I felt held me in bondage as a young girl growing up to being the woman that I am today, and a lot of the lessons that I learned in that process. And I just wanted to share it and give it to these young people and younger women who need the information.
That's right.
So I put
Things-
myself out there.
Things sometimes that
Yeah.
you wish somebody had told you, you know.
Oh yeah.
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 Or made more clear, because a lot of times they did tell us.
And you wish you
We
would have
just weren't
listened.
listening.
You know, we young. Our parents tell us stuff. We don't. It sounds foreign to you as a young girl.
Yeah.
But then you grow up and you look back and you're like, damn man, I wish I
should've
would have
listened.
Yeah. And it's like it's too late.
Nobody telling me.
You might not have been listening.
Your mother told
Right,
you
right.
back
That's
then
what
stuff.
it is. You had earplugs in.
Well,
Yeah, but
listen.
it's important that you get those lessons and move on. So
It is. And it's important that for those of us who have lived a little bit of life, we need to be speaking, teaching, mentoring,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
writing about it, and or creating more music and sharing it with the
Yeah,
world
yeah.
as you guys continue to do. And we thank you so much for doing that. And
Yes.
and hopefully we're going to get you back on the cruise again real soon.
yeah. We'd love to come back.
We love it.
Capital Jazz, here they are, SWV
Thank
with us.
you.
13th annual. Thank you ladies for spending some time
yes,
with us.
thank you.